Hey everybody, I just want to say hi. What's up? How you doing? I just had a quick message before I talk about something maybe more serious. I just wanted to say that kindness spreads like wildfire. It was on my mind today, so I'll talk about it. A little story I had is when I was in high school, I had a field trip to Seattle. I'm from the suburbs or whatever, and there was this kid. And we were just walking around the forget what they call it, the ports or something like that. And there was a McDonald's, and on the way to McDonald's, there's two homeless people selling pamphlets or something like that. Anyways, I went into this McDonald's with this kid, and he bought himself a meal, and then he bought 2 extra cheeseburgers, I believe. And we sat there and we ate our meals and everything. And he took cheeseburgers to go, and I thought it was really interesting. And as we're leaving McDonald's, he gives one to the homeless guy that was right next to the McDonald's selling the pamphlets. Anyways, he gives the 2 cheeseburgers to one guy. And the best part about it is that the homeless guy actually got one of those cheeseburgers and took it over to the homeless guy that was probably 10 yards down or something from him and offered him the cheeseburger. And then they sat down and ate lunch together. So the point of my story is that even though it's something insignificant, I think cheeseburgers at the time, it was like the 99-cent cheeseburger thing, so it was $2. He was able to make people feel happier, and I don't know if it inspired them to do anything or whatever, but you know those people had a better day probably because of that friend of mine. Well, he wasn't a friend; he was more acquaintance. So that's my first story. So what I would ask you guys to do, anybody that views this, is please try to do the same thing. Go out today or tomorrow or after you see this video and try to do something random and good, and don't expect anything back from it. If people don't notice, I mean, you could pay for somebody else's meal, some stranger's meal in a restaurant. You could see a homeless person sleeping and drop, $1 or $2. My best thing is give food. I mean, you got the people on the corner saying we'll work for food or whatever, or for money, or why joke? I'm gonna buy a drink. Don't just give money. It's not always the best answer to throw money at a problem. Try to give them something that'll help them. Maybe some food. One day, maybe you can give them money the next day. If you help out the same person every day, I mean, that's just as good. You can make it completely random. They never know who you are. And it'll make you feel better inside. So that's my first task, I guess I could say. The second thing I want to talk about, a little bit more serious, and it's just more of a discussion. I want people to reply to this and tell me what you think of it, your views or whatever. Basically, me and my wife were talking yesterday, and I really wanted to post a video on it because I'm not sure what other people think about the situation. Remember in World War II, Hitler spread all the propaganda that the Jews were the problem for the economy and all that sort of stuff. This is completely random, off topic from my initial thing. Basically, he spread that propaganda, and so everybody was like, yeah, get the Jews, da 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 da. And they ended up, killing millions of Jews. Now I'm wondering, could the situation be the same with Muslims now? I have nothing against Muslims. Trust, I love all people, but the American government has a way to say it. They don't really say it. Mainly it was the Bush administration, but they say, "Hey, Muslims are bad. They're all terrorists. Gotta kill them all." Da da da. And I actually had somebody make an ignorant comment on my page saying that not all Muslims are terrorists, but all terrorists are Muslim, which is the stupidest thing in the world, especially when you consider like an ex-soldier or Marine or whatever he was, Timothy McVeigh, who blew up the Oklahoma City. You got the snipers in D.C. that were prior military. Not that military is bad either. I love the military. I was in the military, but there's you got situations like that. Now I'm wondering, me and my wife were discussing. She's Japanese, so she doesn't know exactly how it is in America, but they spread a lot of propaganda saying that terrorists come from the Middle East and Iran's a terrorist and everybody's a terrorist over there. So wondering what you guys feel about that. Do you think that the American government is, obviously we're not putting them in concentration camps and showering them in acid gas or anything, but do you think that the propaganda spread by the American government right now is kind of in the same direction that is? This is purely discussion. I just want to know what other people think. I'm not, anti-government. I'm pro-Obama and I'm pro-administration. Not necessarily pro-Obama, but I think in his 2 months of office, he's done a lot of good things. I don't agree with everything, but just tell me what you guys think. And then another note to that is I promise, I don't know why I keep looking over there, but I will promise that I'll make the top 10 video. It's coming. I was gonna make it last night. I got interrupted, but I'll probably work on it after this video. So please leave a comment. Video comments are awesome. If you can do that, that would be really cool. Rate this, discuss in my comments. I join the comments all the time. I have about 5 hours between work and sleep that I have nothing to do. So just tell me what you guys think. All right, see you later.